We're getting you all the latest and live updates coming in on a rescue operation of a youngster who's been trapped in a cavity in a hill in Kerala's Palakkad. Help has fortunately reached the stranded man in Kerala's Malampura area of Palakkad. 23-year-old Babu has been trapped in the cavity of a steep cliff for over 24 hours after a trekking trip went awfully wrong. An army rescue team has managed to reach Babu and is carrying him up now. The uphill journey is hard. Babu has been resting often on the way. Those are the updates we're getting you right now on the ground as it plays out. We're also being told that food and water was finally brought to him. He's been waiting for 2 days because this had actually happened on Monday. He had slipped down a hill on the way down after trekking and got stuck in this narrow cavity. Babu, along with his friends, went up the Kurumbachi hills for trekking. On their way down, Babu was rather tired. He slipped on the rocks and ended up in this cavity. His friends did try very hard to reach him, but they weren't successful. That's when they decided to go down and alert the police. 12 personnel from the Madras Regiment Centre, Wellington, and another team of 22 personnel from the Parachute Regiment Centre in Bangalore air-dashed for the rescue. Drones are being used for surveillance of the location. Choppers are also on standby. It's a very, very difficult operation because of the terrain, as you see there on your screens, and how Babu is stuck in such a small cavity, which is why it's proving to be extremely difficult to pull him out. In the last 2 days, several efforts have been made, including using choppers by the Coast Guard to kind of help him and evacuate him from that particular area. But that too wasn't possible because of the terrain there. In that very steep cliff that you see on your screens, what we've circled there is exactly where Babu was stranded. He was stuck in that cavity, but since then several rescue teams have rushed to the spot. Now we're being told that their officials have finally managed to reach Babu, because till now they weren't even able to give him food or water because it was impossible to reach him. They've managed to reach him now. They've given him the essentials, food and water. Slowly, they're trying to aid him into trekking back up, which is what you see on the left of your screens. We're all, of course, keeping our fingers crossed that Babu makes it back up fully safely, but at this point the rescue operation is still on. There's been some positive progress. Rickson is joining us live with more details on this. Rickson, this has been making headlines in Kerala for the last 1 day, and everyone has been watching so carefully that entire rescue operation. After endless hurdles, it looks like the officials present there have managed to reach Babu.
Absolutely. Babu continued there for 2 nights and 1 day without food and water, and finally the rescue operation team managed to reach Babu's side, and one of the soldiers reached very close to Babu and handed over food and water to him. So there is some sort of small injuries on his leg. Otherwise he's very okay now. So that's the latest that we are getting. And at the same time, for the last 2 days, NDRF and other rescue operation teams were there, but they failed to reach Babu's side. But now, yesterday late night, a special team of soldiers from Ooty has reached there, and they were managed to reach, his side by just before, and now they handed over food and water to him. And after this, they will take him to the top of the hill, and from there, they will airlift him and will move to the base camp. So this is the latest that we are picking from the ground, Akshada.
Take us through, Rickson, how this rescue operation has progressed, because we understand that since Monday, which is when Babu got stuck in that cavity, the police, the fire department, Coast Guard, army teams, all have been involved, and several efforts were made, but to no avail, because it was impossible to reach Babu because of how steep that cliff is.
Ashida, the latest that we are picking from the ground is that the team of soldiers airlifted Babu from there, and now they are taking him to the top of the hill, and from there they will move to the base station, and finally he is in safe hands. For the last 2 days he continued there, as you pointed out that day before yesterday evening he trapped there, and he continued there without food and water. Yesterday morning also the NDRF team and the locals there conducted several rescue operations and tried to bring him back, but due to the bad climatic conditions, they failed. And yesterday evening, the state seek the help of army team. So a special army team has reached there, and they started the rescue operation. But due to very bad weather conditions, they also failed to bring back him. But today early morning, the army team started their rescue operations, and finally, just before 5-10 minutes, they managed to reach his side. And one of the soldiers called Babu first reached Babu's side and handed over food and water. Now after that, one more soldier also managed to reach his side, and now they are airlifting him to the top of the hill, and from there they will take Babu to the base camp by a chopper. So all medical facilities were arranged there, and the health minister and also chief minister has given special directions to the team of doctors to camp there. And at the same time, we spoke to the team members who were part of this journey. So they also said that unfortunately by accidentally he trapped there, and for many hours for many times he requested for food and water. And yesterday evening there was some sort of concern regarding his health condition because he is not responding to anything. After that, we have seen that he waved his hand and he requested for more help. Then army team has reached a late night, and today morning they managed to reach his side, and finally Babu is in safe hands, Akshita.
Okay, that's good to know, Rickson. Thank you for getting us those details. Babu has now been airlifted out. The rescue operation is complete after over 2 days of him being stranded on that cliff.